Hey guys, happy Thursday. How is everybody doing? It is very nice actually here in the Midwest, and I have a special guest, my friend Lala, who is has some very you have lots of cool oil on your desk. But feel free to introduce yourself if you want. I think there are going to be some folks here from the cards I'm going to make are going to be for my friend's charity, so there may be some new folks here who haven't met you yet.
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. I am Lala. I'm a crafter from the Philippines, and I'm known as Mommy Guide Inc. or MGI. So, again, thank you so much, Jay, for having me back again. It's always a pleasure to craft alongside Jay. And hi, everyone in the chat. Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. All right. So, let's go back here.
Let's
So,
see
Jay,
who should we
yes.
say hello to? Hi Belle, you were here super early.
Yes,
Sammy
Miss
Pie,
Bell.
hello.
Yes,
Hey
that's my
Ron.
moderator daughter, Sammy
Oh, and
Pie. Hi,
Linda is
sweetheart.
here.
Hi,
Yes,
Linda.
Sammy. I loved your kids doing their streams with the 10,000 year door. Like
Yeah, we
those
finished
were
it,
great.
Jay. Yeah, we
I
finished
saw
it.
that. Well, they would always come up like in the morning, like after I had done like my initial early morning work meetings, and when I
Hmm?
was just like testing things or troubleshooting, so it was just super chill to listen to. But
Yes,
yeah,
and
what are
there.
you working on? You have cooler. I was actually inspired by you. So this was originally 12 by 12, but I've cut it into
Wow.
4 pieces so that I can try and make 4 cards at once. Because I'm probably going to use this card,
Oh, I
this
love fun folds. That's
this puzzle box
nice.
one, but
Oh
which
my
is pretty
gosh.
easy. So basically, each one of these I can cut up and do that. So we'll see
Oh,
if I
that's so
can keep
nice.
myself remembering which things are which. And my buddy's charity uses it. The name of the charity is Sharing Our Love, but they use the sun as their logo. So he said if I could use sun
When is
thing.
it supposed to be sent?
Oh,
When
I'm
is it
just gonna send.
happening?
So he's doing a fundraiser for a school supply for kids
So it's
that's
soon.
ending
Oh,
in a
I would
month or
want
so.
to send
Yeah,
some
but they
over,
do.
but maybe it won't
Oh,
reach it
you
in
feel
time.
free though, because like he does Christmas charities and all sorts of other
Oh,
stuff.
okay,
There's
great,
a
great.
couple
I
things
would
through the year.
love to
So,
send him, a box of different kinds of cards for all occasions. Oh, we
oh,
have
cool,
Pam,
awesome.
we have Linda in the chat.
Hey,
Hi,
Pam.
guys. Thank you so much for dropping by. And Martha makes art. Hi, Martha.
Hi, Martha. Welcome.
Okay. And we have Beck and Sam in the chat as well.
Oh,
Hello,
yay!
hello.
We have
Mhm.
everybody today. This is
Gloria.
fantastic.
Hi, Gloria. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so for my card, Jay, as you can see, I have a little bit of foil stuff here.
You do,
Cause
and I don't know anything about foil, so I'm
yeah,
probably going to ask a lot of newbie questions about it.
yeah. Because the thing is, for me, thank you cards. They're the in terms of the many cards that we create. My thank you
Mm-hmm.
cards are the ones that I really, in the end, need to create a lot more because I use it so often, right? So every time I send something, right? So I always
Mm-hmm.
try to, or somebody gives me, so I send a thank you card. So, and then during Christmas, my friends, it's like they expect me to give them like a set of thank you cards because they like it so much. It's like every year I have to give them like a set because and then I personalize it with their names. And I find that having, for a thank you card, I like it to a little bit more, elegant, formal kind of thing like that. So that's why for me when I do foiling, it's it has that vibe of elegance, right? So I will
It
show you.
does.
So one of the things that people do not like, I know about foiling, is because you sometimes have those kinds, so like over foils or
Mm-hmm.
something. But don't you worry, because it's very easy to to remove. The remedy there is a mono sand eraser like this. Okay, maybe your question is, can any like common sand eraser, like you have something like this in the Dollar Tree or a dollar stores? I tried those, but they are not as effective and as nice as
Oh,
this.
do they? I didn't know they
It's
even sold
Tombow.
sand erasers.
Yes. So
Yeah. Well, it's
right?
interesting because one of the ladies who participated in my in-person card making event in April, like as part of her kit, she just gave everybody a mono sand eraser, and like never
Very, very
had one be
useful.
hard.
Okay, so you see those
Yeah, I guess you can get
overfoilings, right?
little, and you can get like ink
Okay.
sponges off with them,
It's
right?
kind of
Like,
dirty, right? So we don't like that
mm-hmm,
because it's, we want the elegance feel. So with this one, the technique is you don't push too hard. Okay, just
okay,
because remember foiling also with this kinds, it's a little bit debossed, right? So
mm-hmm,
it's debossed. So if you make it really hard, you might even remove the ones that are not supposed to be removed. So just very lightly, okay, the ones that are overfoiled. Okay, just remove it. Okay, just slightly, go through that, and then you will have a neater, okay, or nicer. So don't be, what do you call this? Oh, I don't like it because it doesn't have that clean look and stuff like that. Don't worry because you
mm-hmm.
can actually just, remove it, okay, by doing that. So there.
Is that the kind of foiling you can do like in any laminator, or do you need
Oh
special
no,
hot foil gear?
this is the hot foil, okay?
Okay.
So
Well, I
this
saw a
one.
demo of that in real life, and it
Yes.
seemed less fussy than I expected it to be, if that
Okay,
makes
I'll just
sense.
get you some. Okay, the old one. Hold on. Okay. So I actually started foiling way before the Glimmer. So the
Okay.
very first one that came out is actually this Go Press and Foil. So if you will see, it's a little bit, I'll just remove the platform. So it's a little longer in terms of, the actual platform. It's longer than the one with in the Glimmer. If
Mm-hmm.
you do it side by side, see, it's
Oh, I see.
several inches longer. But the thing with this one that somehow that's why I like the Glimmer more now is this one has a door, so there's a hinge. So if you have like a thick paper and then thicker dies, it is so hard because it's like that, right? So it doesn't lay flat. Unlike this one with the Glimmer, okay, so it's like you just put it on top. Okay, just like what do you call cutting mats, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
just put it like that. So it's for me it's easier. But the thing with this one is that you really have to try and make it fit to your die cutting machine in the sense that sometimes it might be too loose, so the impression is not nice. So again, with foiling, two things: pressure, temperature. Okay, and sometimes even the paper. Okay, so the thing is, if the what do you call this, the die is not really hot yet, and then you try foiling with it won't give you a nice foiled effect. Another is if the pressure of your die cutting machine, say you're not using spellbinder, you have a different I'll just put this up. You have a different die cutting machine, not a spellbinder,
Mm-hmm.
platinum. So you just have to, check if it doesn't, the impression is not too nice. So you add some shims. My are just paper, you know, thin paper. And then if one doesn't work, I put another until I find that,
Oh, okay.
perfect fit. But if you have a spellbinder's platinum machine, so no worries because it is actually just perfect. Just pull it out and put it back in. So no worries. So
Oh,
again,
okay.
yeah. So the usual
That's very cool.
worries and problems is again those kinds of overfoiling like this one. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you again this one. Where is that one? Okay, see
I mean, it seems
that's
very fixable. Like, it doesn't seem like it would ruin your day or
yes.
anything.
And for me, it's like when you are like you need something very fast, so and very elegant. So you saw that line, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was interesting because when I
No
saw a
more.
demo, like
See,
they
no
let us
more.
play with the machine, and
Hmm.
I assumed it would. Well, I watched too many videos on it on the internet, obviously, but like if you watch too many people, it seems very like if you don't do it exactly perfectly, like it will be ruined, kind of a thing.
Yeah. So the
But
thing is again pressure, temperature. So if it's not too hot, then you will have something like this. Okay, so I prepared
Oh, okay.
sample so you would see
Oh,
you can
yay.
troubleshoot, right? So how will you know if the temperature is okay? You see this? Okay, so
Yep.
after passing it through, pulling it out, passing it through the die cutting machine, you will see something like this. So some have not been, foiled. Okay, not hot enough. Okay, and then sometimes you see like a lot of something like this. Okay, or sometimes on the side. So maybe you use the
Hmm.
foil too big. So normally when you use the foil, try to make it as just like the size only of your sentiment or your image, so you don't have a lot of overfoiling, so to speak. So there, so
That
you
makes
just
sense.
so you just adjust first. Okay, this is another one. So this is very nice, right? So but then you see
Ooh, that's
those
elegant.
kinds, right? So again, you just go through it with a bit of just erase. Okay, and then you will have very very clean ones. Okay, it's so easy to do, with the mono sand eraser anyway, see?
Hmm.
Right? So just
Wow.
don't be afraid of foiling. Foiling is really, really fun. Again, it's super fast, just
Yeah, I mean, it
just
seemed like
pass
if
it
you knew
through.
how to like use a die machine, like it wouldn't be a huge jump, you know?
Exactly, exactly. So in this case, did I make it go? Okay, so because I've not used it. Okay, and then another one is this. So normally, okay, when you put your die, okay, so you cannot hold it already because it's hot. So you just have this, okay, and then you put it anywhere you
Oh
want.
yeah.
Okay, but then the thing is, so how will you know where your card will where it will fall on the card, right? So that was an issue I had. So I think I got this technique from Jennifer Maguire.
Ooh.
So you just, cut an A2 size or whatever card you want. Okay, so it's like a template more or less so that you know more or
Hmm.
less where to put it. Okay, and then I put it like that. Okay, another thing that I normally make a mistake on, and I'm sure for those, maybe you will also have an issue or might have an issue with this one. Okay, hi Life with Ron. Okay, so you see, these are some of the dice. Thank you, dice that I have. You see this
Oh
one, Jay?
wow.
It has
Hmm.
like a purple. It's not with purple. Originally, it's also like this. But then I placed the foil the wrong side up. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
there is a way to put the foil on top. Again, maybe you would say, "Oh, I have, toner foils. I will use my toner foils." No, you cannot. Because toner
Well,
foils
I
are
heard
meant.
that they were like the
Yes,
adhesive is very different, right?
yes, because those ones is you need the toner. When you pass it through, it dissolves and then it will stick right to the foil, and then it will adhere. But this one is hot. Okay, so even if you touch the foil or something, it will not rub onto it. Okay, you need heat and pressure. Okay, so the thing is, you don't do it like this. So you have a shiny side, the nice one side, and then
Hmm.
the silver one. Always, always shiny side down or nice side down. Not like this ever. If you do this, the one that will be foiled will be your die like this.
Okay.
All right. So I actually in the beginning, if I can show you this because I kept on, repeating the same mistake. I added this one on my machine. It says shiny side down. I had to make like
I've done things like that.
shiny side down. Do not foil stamp. I had to create a reminder to do that. So I just put that. Okay, and then I will put the card that I actually that I want. Okay, and then I will put the. Oh, see, that's the thing. Where are my? Oh, there you go. Okay, I will put this on top. Okay, and then I will press that, and then when it stops blinking, then you can pull it out and start, putting in your die cutting machine. Again, even if it's the first time that you've placed the die inside, I suggest that you do not pull it out immediately, even if it's green already, because it takes a while. Based on experience, I add a little bit more time just to make sure. So this machine I've had open for like 30 minutes before we went live. So it's really, really hot now. So it's fine. Right. So when this stops blinking, I'll pull it out and I'll show you how I will like just it will glide through the die cutting machine. And then
Oh, awesome.
I will show you also today, Jay. So before, okay, I would just throw this out. The
Yeah.
foils that you used after, but there
You can
is a
do
way for
reverse
you
foiling,
to
right?
use them. Okay, with the toner foil, so easy, right? But with the hot foil you can also do so, but it uses a different kind of dye. Okay, so it's now steady green,
Mm.
so you can remove this one already. Okay, and I'll show you. I will go to okay, to this machine. Okay, so that's the platinum. So since this is a spellbinder also, I'll just put this one, okay, on top. That's the shim that came with the machine. Okay, and then just hold it and glide it through, and that's it. So the grand reveal. Okay, I put it back. Okay, so I just put it back so it remains hot. Okay, and then I get it, and then the grand reveal.
Ooh.
Ta-na-na.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay, so you have this and then you have that. Okay. So again, there is a little bit of messy thing on top. So again, don't worry, don't be scared. It's okay. It's fine. You, as I said, you can easily remove it. So after this, I will just show you how to do the Where is my? Have you guys seen the eraser? Oh, there. It got stuck into my stream deck. All right. So, okay. So I think I moved the die when I was putting it inside. I was, very excited. You know me, I'm always excited. Right. So I just,
Nothing wrong with that.
okay. Also, I want to be, with the time, conscious of the time, because Jay also needs to show his card. Okay. But I just want to
Oh,
show you,
I didn't.
this
Don't worry
one.
about it. I didn't prep at all, so
Yeah.
I'm
So this
prepping
one.
live now.
All right. So what we will do now is I will try to use the negative of it. Okay. So to use it, okay, you just need what we call the solid die. Okay. Let me
It's
just
just
go.
like a plate, right? At
Yes,
least the
it's
one I
just
saw
like
was like
yes, it's
it was
just
like a
like a
solid plate.
solid plate. Okay. You know why this is dirty? Can you guess, Jay?
Were
Why
you
this
working with
turned
that?
like this? All the scratches
Oh,
and all. Can you? Anybody has
probably
a
from the
guess
tool.
why? No guess? You cannot imagine what I did. What happened,
I thought
Jay,
it was the
was
magnet tool. That's my guess.
no. What happened, Jay, was remember I told you that it has to be shiny side down.
Oh, so the
Right? But
adhesive is
since
glued to the
this was a
plate.
different plate, it's solid, it's big, it's huge. So I said, so what will happen if it's like this? So is it shiny side down? Da, 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 da. And I did this live and I did it so many
Oops.
times the wrong way. So this ended up with so many different designs that were foiled. Okay, so just like what you did before, it's the same thing. So still shiny side down. Okay. So let's go to this one, the thankful, grateful, blessed, or let's go look for another one that is let me see. Okay. Let's do this one. So I did a foil. Okay, so this is the negative of this one. Okay, so which side? So shiny side down still. Okay, and then you put your cardstock. Okay, like so. Okay, and then since this is, a new die, okay, so I'm pretty sure that it is not yet hot, really, really hot. Okay, but oh, the machine is actually been on for a while. So I'll just get something to hold this one. Guys, this is hot, ah. So actually, you're not supposed to do that. Okay, just want to make sure it's okay. All right. So
Yeah, in
that
our demo, they were like emphasizing on a bunch of different occasions, like you can't actually burn yourself with these if you're not
yes,
careful. I mean, I think they
yes.
knew who they were talking to. There, a few of us were kind of like, "Oh, we'll just wing it; it'll be fine. What could go
And then you
wrong?"
it's so hot. Okay, so while we're doing that, okay, let's say hi to the people in the chat. Hi, Don. Thank you so much for dropping by. Shiny side down. Yes, Miss Bell. Okay, I have to keep reminding myself shiny side down, shiny side down. Okay. So I'm just waiting for it to be really, really hot. Okay, and then after I've shown you this one, I'll just show you some of the dice, and then I'm gonna create all the cards, and we can focus
Oh, cool.
on Jay's card. How is he gonna turn those 12 by 12 cards, 12 by 12 paper cut into four, and apply it onto that fun fold that he is going to create tonight? There you go.
Well, my problem is like as soon as I really get into a fun fold, it's like then I do that fun fold like 40 million times.
What do you
I guess that's
Don't
not like a
worry.
problem per se, but it's sort of like I've always sort of, I don't
I do
know.
the
I'm waiting for
same.
the
I
day
like
like one of my videos get some comment and it's like, are you really doing this one again?
Yeah, I the same. I like doing things, when any my reason for that, Jay, is I already have everything out, right? So might as
Yeah.
well, do everything. Okay, so now I'm passing it through. Okay. Just one pass. That's enough. See, I didn't even need to like double pass. So go back to this one. Okay. Again, always put it back so that, okay, you have, it's always hot. Okay. So there you go. This
Oh,
is
that
now
makes
what it
sense.
looks like. Okay. Are you ready for this? Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So you just pull this thing. Okay. Oh, see, I'll explain why this happened. Okay. Why do you think? What did I say? When this happens, it means it isn't hot enough. Okay. It wasn't hot enough. Okay. So let's do another one. Because as I said, it has to have the right pressure. Okay. But I will not throw that because I can still use that. I'll show you what I do with something like this. So it's like a shabby chic thing. So the point is you're
Well, you could probably
supposed
use it
to.
for a background too. I mean,
Yes, yes. So remember it's
everything we screw up can be a background.
correct. So normally if you have it like the right temperature, right pressure, look, this is the only thing that will remain. That's how
Oh
not
wow.
everything basically. This is just beyond the card, so it didn't. But everything is gone, right?
Yeah.
So let's just make this stay longer because it's a bigger, metal, and I just added it. So really, normally it really takes a while. So I was just very excited to do it. So there you go. Okay, Jay. So
Yeah, I
maybe
know
we
that the
can focus
demo
on you
we
first. Yeah, this will take a little bit because I really want it to be really hot, and I'll show them the rest later.
well that makes sense.
Yes. Hi, Chevy Prez and Scott.
Hey Scott. Who else is here? Oh, and Dawn was here. Hey Dawn.
Yes. She said she's gonna be right back. Okay. So how about you guys in the chat? Do you also like have a stash of thank you cards? So I was telling Jay, I'm so glad that you thought of this,
I would have a
episode.
stash, but my mother and aunt like to peruse my card box, and so I know I've told you've probably heard this story, Lala, about a million times, but like, so my mother and I do a charity sale every December,
December, yes.
but like during the rest of the year, pretty much there's sort of a standing agreement that like, well, if you want to, you can always buy my cards not at the sale, and like I'll just donate that money to our basically our local food bank because oddly like there's a lot of food insecurity around here
Mm-hmm.
these days. But anyway, so every time I see my mother and aunt, especially together, they like to go through things, and then like like if they're together, there's much more of a feeding frenzy in terms of like, well, I probably need this right now so that the other person doesn't grab it. So that doesn't need to
It's like,
happen.
okay, who goes first?
Yeah, it is. Well, and
Yeah,
I just always have found it funny because it's like, you know, I could just make more of them, right? Like it's not like we can't make more.
but they're so cute. I can imagine them doing like that. It's so cute.
I like it. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, this is
Uh,
some more, Jay, of the negatives, right? So
oh
the blue
wow,
one that you
those are
saw, this is the one. This one came from that, right? So this is the negative of that one. And where's the positive of this one? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it's probably here somewhere. Okay, there you go. So this is the positive. Okay. And then the leftover foil, this is the negative. Right. So at the
oh
end,
yeah.
you'll just end up with. So that's why I like this, this technique as well. And again, it's so easy and so fast to make, and it's very elegant. It's like, you had it done by a printer. It doesn't look like a DIY, right? But actually,
No,
yeah, it's still DIY because we created it by hand, by ourselves.
yep. And you go through a lot of thank you notes, like generally in the Philippines. I
Oh
know that
yes,
I tend to use them like for gifts and things, but then like the rest of the year I don't use them a ton.
yes, it's like customary. It's like good manners, something like that, or etiquette
Oh,
to
I see. That
when
makes sense.
when you receive something, whether it's help, uh, you know, uh, physical help, or they give you a gift, or they visited you or something.
Mm-hmm.
So you just give them, a thank you card after.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I forget which costume you were mentioning to me, but like I think it was like if you travel and visit people that it was like customary to give them a gift if you
Oh
were staying in their house
yes, like
and stuff.
like December, right? So I was, I
Yeah.
know that was October. So I was gonna go to creator camp. So it's for
Mm-hmm.
us, it's customary that when you arrive or you visit somebody, we have a gift, right? So it's like housewarming for you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you bring wine, you bring food, or you bring something, so the same thing for us. So I created about, there were 100 participants. So I think like what Jay did when you
Mm-hmm.
did your face to face event, right? You created a
Yeah.
hundred or something cards as well. So the same thing. So hopefully this is hot enough and it's better. Okay, so it's still not. So I think it's the pressure. Okay, but it's better. Okay, it's still not hot enough. Okay, you'll see the difference. This has more, see, more silver. This has less. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, so a little bit more. Okay, heat. So you have to just make it stay like that. So, but anyways, so
I'm
we can
assuming you can
start
just sort of fuss with
crafting.
it as you like once you get to know your machine.
Yeah. Okay, let's try the others. I'm not giving up. Are you giving up? Not yet. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna try this golden thingy. Okay.
Oh,
Let's
cool.
try something else. Let's try a different. Maybe sometimes it could also be the foil. These foils I've had for. I'm not sure if foils have expiration date, but
I don't
this
know.
foil, these foils I have for maybe over a decade.
I guess as long as they're like older or younger than your kids, you're probably safe, right?
No, I actually have, like Dallas, I have some things that are older than my daughter. Still okay, some not okay. So I will now start
Well,
assembling
I
the
mean, there's stuff
parts.
like fabric, right? That's pretty much good forever.
Correct, correct. So I actually, with the hot foil machine, with the glimmer, Jay, you can use different manufacturers. So I
Oh,
use,
okay.
of course, Spellbinders. I use the Go Present foil. Okay, I use the Ultimate Crafts. So I use what else? What are this? Pink Fresh Studio, Waffle Flower. So
Oh, neat.
yeah, so whatever dye it is, you just sometimes need to, again check the sandwich or the, no, not the sand, but the shim, because your machine just comes with this one and with this plastic shim, right? So this one. So if your machine, it's not foiling really nicely and the temperature is really, then you just add another piece of paper, okay,
Oh,
on
that's
top,
clever.
and then go through it. Yeah. So it's really actually
That's
a very
awesome.
practical, and especially for Christmas weddings, where
Yeah.
most of the time it has to be a little bit formal. So foiling is a great option.
I'm just starting to get excited for Christmas finally. Like,
Yay! Cordelia,
just because.
hello, hello.
Oh yeah, Cordelia dropped in too.
Yes. Hi, Shay. And T. Hi, T. Thanks for dropping by.
Oh hey T. Sorry I missed. I think I missed your live today, but I think that was mostly because I realized that my cat was out of food and he was uh, unhappy about that fact.
You had to buy food.
Well, yeah, I was.
Mhm. So after the
I was.
foiling, Jay, it's so easy
Mm-hmm.
to, you just, if you have, border die cuts, you can have them something like that. And normally I mat them. That adds, a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit of,
Well, that
dimension at
makes
the
sense.
same time. It makes it a little bit more. Again, my thank you cards mostly are, the foiling is for, I have that elegant, timeless feel, so to speak, right?
Yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
yeah, so not everyone, of course, not my friends, they cannot like, some of my friends are not crafters, so they don't like get it when we give them something that like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So I reserve those for really those who can appreciate them, right? Because it takes us, how long does it take us for us to create that?
Yeah.
That's, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but they don't understand. Oh my, we took a lot of time to create that. So basically, just layer, okay, and then add die cuts like that. So this is another foiled one, okay. So I just foil that paper and then foil the sentiment, and then you can put it like that. So there's so many different options to actually use your foiled uh sentiments. And this one I was going to try to, I stopped, but I will continue that later. Okay, so you can have even those. See, this is not perfect, but it's okay. I don't care. It's still nice. Shabby chic look,
Yeah.
right? There you go. Okay, so
Yeah, I
I'm
could say it's
just,
country.
yes, so I'm just showing you some of the different ways that you can, these are different thank you cards, different notes, different, but it will have a different look because of how you will, basically, oh, this one, right? Because
That's
this was my first pull and it was hot, not hot yet. So again, that
I
is what
just
it's
think the
gonna look
zigzag is
like.
really cool.
Yeah, but it's still gonna use it. Yeah, because if it's okay, if it's really hot and the pressure is okay, this is what it's gonna look like, right? So there you go.
Yeah.
So there. So see, I just basically did this like before I slept last night. It's really fast, promise, because foiling is fast. Okay, not like the usual cards that we make where it's gonna take us forever. Because as long as your, um,
Yeah.
foil machine is hot already, you can just, it's just
Well, I
seconds, and
assume it's
then
kind
just,
of like, I don't know, doing alcohol ink or ink smushy backgrounds where it's like if you just set the machine up and just like just foil for a couple hours,
yeah.
you can get a huge amount of stuff.
Smooshing I can do, but alcohol ink is so hard for me. I cannot. So when I see
Oh, really?
T and some of our friends do it and you guys do it, it's like, how can they create something like that? For me, sometimes I feel it. It's not. It does. It looks like mud.
Oh,
This
sometimes it
one's
does.
nice. I like this one. Yeah. This you can even make bigger ones. So if you have a bigger hot foil die, then you can create bigger backgrounds.
Oh,
Right.
okay. That makes sense.
So, and then if I had this like extra from, one of my episodes where I did, I think this is the mirror, what do you call that? Magicals. Okay, so I tried foiling on top
Oh,
of it. Yes. Okay. If
Oh,
you
I'm
like
getting
the
some of those
feel.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm interested
if
to
you
try
like the
those.
feel. Yeah. So there. And then I also, on top of this, another kind of thank you cards that I always make, Jay, are the this ones. It's like the note cards. So
Oh yeah.
I just have a pile always of the 3x3 and the 2x2
Oh,
cards,
that
and
makes
then
sense.
some of them, let's say,
I'm really
I,
liking the 3x3 now. I mean, they're just like a
yes,
cute little that like you could
yeah,
they could
note
be
card.
you could like a punch a hole in it and make it like a gift tag if
Exactly.
you wanted
Yes, a
to,
gift tag. So
or leave
I
it
what
as just a small one.
yeah, so what I do is I basically just dry emboss, okay, a
Okay.
card, and then cut it like that, and then now it's like this. So good to go. Just put the sentiment if you want, or a monogram. So it's already a thank you, right? So
Hmm.
it's like that. Or if you want, okay, you can use pattern paper, right? And then your thank you, stamps or die cuts. So again, another one that's dry emboss. So I have all of these already in place. Okay, so the ones that I actually ran out of are the A2 cards, but these ones I still have a lot. So we'll see what I can create tonight. So if you guys
I don't
have
know. I go
questions,
through.
okay, just hopefully we can answer them. Okay, I'm going to start to do junk journaling. Okay,
Junk
don't
journaling.
get disappointed, Shay. Just try and try. It's okay. It's okay, even if it's not perfect. Okay, there you
Yeah, I don't know.
go.
I mean, everything is sort of not perfect at the end of the day. So I mean, it works out.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, somebody mentioned MCA.
Oh yeah, that's soon, isn't it? That's this weekend.
Shay. Yes. So Shay, this weekend, yes, we have MCA, and I'll be the one to lead the MCA this time. So hopefully, you guys can come, and hopefully, I
Although I'm
don't.
amazed, like your cutting guide is very doable.
Yes, it's so short, right? So guys,
Well,
everybody
after
can do this.
which was the worst? Oh, the triangle, or it wasn't a triangle. It was a like a pop up one. It was some triangle pop up thing where it's like they're like go and cut these squares and then cut them in half and make 32 triangles and
Wow.
I think people were a little off
I
put,
think
I
I
guess.
wasn't there yet. My first MCA was actually yours. You were
Oh,
the one
cool.
who led that. Oh, I forgot I have something in the foil machine. Hold on. I will. So, and I was traveling that time. So I arrived in LA, in LAX, and just took a
Oh
few
yeah.
minutes just to get it. Then I think it was during World Card Making Day.
Oh, that's right, because that was Lynn doing I think the star card on that one.
Yes, but it was you, right? It was you who was leading the. Oh, it wasn't you.
Oh, maybe.
I think it was. Am I wrong? Was it not Jay? I
I don't think it
forgot.
was me leading that one because I remember I missed score. I think Lynn led it because I missed scored all my
Oh,
pieces and then
Lynn. Also,
wound up
maybe that
having to.
wasn't my first one. Because I know my first one was with you.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that
Maybe
wasn't.
not.
Okay. Oh, here. Okay,
It
so
might have
now
been the
it's hot,
pumpkin one.
right? So I will
Yeah.
remove. Look. Ching. Barely nothing there. Okay, so if you find that the foiling isn't good, there's something like this, try again. Maybe it's not too hot, or there's something wrong with the pressure. But absolutely, if you got those, already on, what do you call this, perfectly in terms of the machine that you have and the temperature, you'll be able to have something like, absolutely transferred, and yeah, like this. So this is the one that
It looks
definitely
so
we can throw
impressive
away.
too.
That one you can throw away already. Okay, so there you go. So I'm excited for the MCA this Saturday for you guys, and
Yep.
a Sunday for me, because it's going to be my first first to lead. Anyway, so I hope I have
Well,
made
I
the
found them different
instructions.
than I don't know. I guess it's the first thing I That true? No, yeah, I think it is. I think the MCAs were the first thing where I ever like sort of taught something, and it was always I don't know. It was sort of a weird. It was a weird like. It's sort of a. I hope people enjoy it, but also like I hope I don't write like completely hard to understand instructions. But it went well, so I don't know. It
So
was a lot of
remember,
fun.
guys, have grace. Please give me some grace. Remember, English
Oh
is not my first language. So we'll see if you guys can understand the instructions that follow. But I had Brian, test it out.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and he was able to, do it. And he did give me a little bit of, some suggestions to make it even, better
Yeah,
for,
it's
for
hard because it's
everybody.
like I don't know. Writing instructions when you know what you're doing, it makes it harder, I think, because it's sort of like
Mm-mm.
everybody else is coming at it where they just don't quite know what's going on yet. So,
Exactly. Oh, Lynn is here. Hi, Lynn. Thank you so
hey,
much.
Len,
Yes, we're
I didn't
excited
realize
for.
you were live today.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
I
wait,
saw it,
that's
but
the
I
wrong
was preparing, so I couldn't do the chat. But
because they were
I
the
will watch the
washi. It was
replay.
washi sheets or something, right?
Yes, and of course, the Easy Wonder dies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, Lynn has a group for it. If you are not yet part of it and you have the Easy Wonder die, whether it's the one, okay, or the coming die, so there's a group for it. And
Oh yeah, I saw that.
yes, and Lynn had this like question, right? So she has this image, okay, and then okay, so what wonder die did this come from? It's like I was so
Oh,
confident. I got this
well,
right. So I said, Easy Wonder die number 1 for A, and B is the companion. She said, ink. I only got one
well,
correct.
like it should be easy if you knew, like if we knew if it's a piece we've reproduced before,
Yeah,
I think
but
it should
Lynn
be
has
pretty
actually
easy.
been making several videos, right, of
Oh
a
yeah.
sneak peek, right? A sneak peek. So I just thought that I knew it just because I saw the A. I said, oh, since it's under the A, automatically I said companion die without
Oh,
thinking.
okay. Yeah.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
goodness.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
don't.
really excited for it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to pick them up, but then I saw some of the projects and really inspired by it. So I think it'll be pretty cool.
Yes.
And I feel like I don't know.
Lynn said it was a smart guess. See, so there was logic behind that. So my mind was saying it's underneath, no, easy the under die one. So it must be the companion,
Oh, I see.
right? So that was my logic. But yeah,
It
sometimes
seems like pretty
logic,
solid logic.
yeah. Okay.
Because how long does that take to ship to you anyway? I mean, obviously
It
it's not
it
out yet, but
depends. If it's just the regular one, it would take 3 weeks. But if it's
that's not awful.
the super expensive one, it can be here in about 4 days, 4 to 5 days, but it will
Oh,
cost an
okay.
arm and a leg, probably 3 times more than the actual price of the product. If
Yeah,
I
because
do the
well, I
yeah.
think I told you like if you actually go and look it up on the post office's website, it's like very vague. They're like, it's like at least 20 business days, and it's sort of like, okay, but I don't know. It was always kind of one of those like, like, well, at least, but I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
an
if that was gotten.
estimate because again from the post office it would take several more days to actually get to my home, right? So There you go. So whenever I am in the US, I really try to get as much as I can, put into my luggage and then put in a box that is sent to me. So for your friend Jay, I will send it through a parcel, not through the mail, because that
Oh,
one
that makes sense.
is very expensive. This one is like we have something like yeah, you can put it in a box, whatever you can fit in a box. It's not based on the weight.
Yeah, no,
So, but it's sea
I'm doing that
freight.
for my
So, yeah,
dispatches
it's
too because
sea
it's
freight.
like
So, it's going to take a while since it's probably this one would be for, he can use for his December outreach.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it gets here before, if it gets here, I guess it doesn't matter when it gets here because you could probably use
Yeah.
it for something.
Yes, it
I
has no
decided that I'd actually
expiration date.
do like a thin Gina K mat on this just to give the little sentimental on the inside a little more something. I didn't
Oh,
like
there
it
you go.
when it was
So,
white
that's
on
a
white.
thank you at the same time summer theme card, right, Jay? The one
Yeah,
you're making.
I am. It is many things. Yes,
So again, this
but
this card that I'm making is very no technique whatsoever. Just
oh,
simply pasting
well, I
them.
feel like that's the thing about foil. Like, it could just be like, here's a standard A2 with like just the foil on it, and people
Yeah.
would be like, "Wow, that's really awesome."
And then you can even make something like this, Jay. Just very tiny, right?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So because
Oh,
I
like your
have
gift card,
this,
you mean? Yep.
yeah, I have this very tiny die, the one that I foiled. Remember?
Yep.
All right. So you can put it in small note cards like this, and you can create a lot, and then you can put it in a tiny box. So it's a gift already, right? Oh, by the way, most of my cards, if you have actually received a card from me, I have, yeah, this one. So I think it's a nice one that if you can have something made like this, so that you can
Oh, a
have your
personal.
card
Yeah.
personalized. So I have one that looks like that. Okay, I have several. One that looks like this. Okay, so it's very handmade. See, it's wonky.
Well, I think
One that
people like that. I mean, like I don't know. It
right.
feels like it
So
harkens back to like sealing envelopes with wax and stuff. Like, I think it's like just a cool
oh, see,
feeling.
it's upside down. It's supposed to be handmade by so different designs, right? So that if it's just something that to remind them that it's actually handmade and handmade for
That's
them
neat.
by you,
Yep.
right? So I'm sure you have something like, oh, absolutely, who makes something like that. It's very, it's not expensive. It's very cheap. But this one's the one I like best. The one that says handmade. This one says curated for you by. This one
Oh, that's
says
cute.
handmade by. This one says handmade by, but different designs. So don't forget to put your stamp of handmade onto your cards.
Yeah, I think the only time I don't do it is like if I'm like swapping with someone and they might want to use the card for something, but and when I forget, which is often.
Oh, so when you send them, you just put a note, okay, and then
I'll put
the card is
I put
blank.
a sticky note if I'm like swapping around a theme that someone might want to use the card to send it to someone, then I generally put a sticky note on it.
Mm. Oh,
But
today
you
was
never
the
know.
washi sheet launch. So Lynn has her own washi tape? Or
I
is it
don't
somebody
know.
else's washi tape? Oh, sorry, Lynn. I wasn't
I think it's
able
High
to.
Supply.
Oh, okay. So it's a high supply washi. Okay. Got it.
But I
Hi,
think
Yvette. Yvette's here also.
I don't know if Lynn's a brand ambassador or what term we should
Okay.
use, but I know she does a lot of stuff with High Supply, and
Okay, I'll check that
I
out.
forget the guy's name who owns the company, but they make cool stuff.
Yeah. Lynn, Lynn is really our crafty enabler.
Yep.
Love it. Right? So she always shows us the awesome stuff. Okay. Oh, by the way, for those who are here, KCC 15 is coming up really soon, and there is going to be a video. A live stream hop again. So I know that those who are doing the live stream hop, Jay, have already posted the thumbnails and the
Yeah.
notifications. So if you might want to check
Do you
those
know who's
out.
doing it? Because I know you. I know I saw yours. I want
Oh
to
no!
say
I'm not
Lynn and
part.
maybe
Yeah,
T.
I'm not part
Oh,
of
you're not.
the live stream hop this time. So
Oh,
I
really?
think
Okay.
this time it's T.
Okay. I was
It's
gonna say I know. I know it's
Yvette,
somebody I knew.
Lynn,
Oh, yay.
ECR,
Oh, that'll be fun. Because
Shanna.
she's new to that
Gosh.
team.
Okay, hold on. There's one more. Shanna and Lynn. Who's the other one? I forgot. Uh, gosh, I forgot the other one. But
Oh, that's
yeah,
fine.
please, it definitely all you need to do is be in the first live in the hop, and then yeah, you get redirected, or they'll give you instructions on how to move on to the next one. And the first one
I
for
know. I was
this
so
is
excited. I can
T.
redirect people now. Like now I need to go. I need to go. Like I haven't talked to Shanna yet, but I should go talk to Shanna and say like, now that I can actually do this thing, do you want me to redirect people to your
Yeah,
stream on
actually, I thought,
Sundays?
Jay, that last week you were this week, last Tuesday, for me anyway. It's Wednesday for me, that you were going to redirect because you already can.
Yeah, I don't think I realized that, and then thought of it later, and I was like, oh, I should just redirect. That
Yeah,
would
so
be
I
a
was
nice
like in the
thing to
chat,
do.
Jay, redirect.
Oh.
Right. So congratulations again, Jay, for reaching actually more than 1,000 subscribers. So guys, Jay needs a little bit more watch hours, just a little bit more. So if you're just
If you're bored and have nothing
yeah,
to do,
or you're stuck
feel
in
free to watch it.
traffic, yeah.
Well, I know you
You know.
watch a lot of people's streams that way, and it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, living on an island, I'll say the times I've been in an island, it always takes 3 hours to get everywhere, even if it shouldn't, you know?
Exactly. And so guys, if you are also most of the time we are not able to go to other people's lives because of course we have work, we have life other than
Yeah.
crafting, right? And we have different time zones. So, for the videos or live streams that you missed of Jay, maybe you can, binge watch them over the weekend or during your downtimes. That would actually help out with his watch hours. And you guys being here really really helps a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we always appreciate everyone who shows up and
Yes.
or catches us later on. I didn't actually explain how this card works, so I could
Okay,
do.
go ahead.
I
Jay,
should.
make
I
yourself
should.
big.
I'll make myself big and do that. I
Yes.
know a number of you have seen this before in videos and other things, and yes, this is Lennox's foot. Even though
Hi, Lennox.
so I've been doing a whole craft room reorganization, and the thing that I realized is I've really given my cat new places to sleep. Like that is sort of the upshot. Anyway, I will do the speed run on this card because it's really it goes together really easily. But there's two things that are cool about it. Well, I can use the one I just made. So the first thing is it goes together like this and then opens up. So that's always kind of surprising for folks.
Yes,
And the second part is
folds.
because it does that, it stands up. So any card that stands
Nice.
up, and when it stands up, it looks really cool because you can kind of sort of see the message through. But anyway, it feels like something that's a little intriguing, like what is going on back there? And as I mentioned, these I just made this was just a printable I made in Word basically, but then I just matted it just so that there's still room to write something. But if you're in a hurry, then you basically already have the thanks for our donation message in there.
Oh, that's so nice, Jay.
So this is an A2.
Okay. Would you want to do a run through of that one so we know how to do that?
Yeah, I will. So the nice thing about this is it's not a lot more paper than a normal card. So like this is not still going to ship. We'll still work with a normal stamp. So there are a couple pieces, but a lot of them are sort of repetitive. So the base is 9.5 by 4 1/4, and then it's scored at 1 inch and 2 inches on each side, and then you just fold it in. And if you remember old tutorials of mine, this looks a lot like you're going to make a box card, because if
Mhm.
you had, I don't have a short piece of paper on me, but if you had a longer piece of paper, imagine this is only like 1 inch, right? Like you could actually,
Oh, you can adjust it.
well, you can basically, you can make one that has like a spanner type thing. You can either have like a thin border, like a thin strip, or you can have like a larger one at the bottom, and then you can stamp your sentiment there. But then that will fold down. Anyway, that's a cool card to make too. There's probably a bunch of videos on my channel because I got kind of obsessed with it. But then the only other part you really have to worry about is your cat's feet. But then you just need the little puzzle pieces.
He's really
Yeah,
there. He's not budging. I'm staying, Jay. This is my
yeah,
life.
he's totally conked out. So this is a really good way to use up like sort of larger scene papers like this one that I feel like as card makers can be way more of a pain to use than if it was like, a subtle pattern like this and you could just cut it up and do whatever. 3
Yeah, so you
1/4
don't need to think
by
of how
5.
to design it, right?
Yeah, so
So,
it's 3 1/4 by 5, and then you cut it in half at 1 7/8, and then you cut each of then these are cut at, this one, half of them are 3 inches and half of them are 2 inches. But I find it's easier if you sort of lay out whatever pattern you want for your strips first, and then you glue all you glue these down, and then you glue to this flap. So if I fold this card back, you can see here's our first score line, here's our second score line, and then this is the flap that is right here.
wow. That was
So,
so fast.
and then you can, the
Decorate
other neat
also
thing
that
is,
part.
yeah, I mean, you can stick a sentiment on it wherever you want.
Oh, sentiment. Yeah, right.
Or you can put ephemera. You can do all sorts of things. Like a lot of these kind of cards, like you have the option to sort of hang stuff off the side, which I always think looks cool. But
I really
I
like
don't know.
fun fold cards, Jay. Really, absolutely. So,
Well, they were
when
they were such a better seller at my craft fair. Like it was unbelievable. Like the fun fold cards were just like gone in an hour, and everything else,
yeah,
like I mean, people bought them obviously, but like the fun fold cards were just like, I don't know. I think because they're so different from what people usually see, like people just want to pick them up and play with them. And then
exactly. It's like you also get a toy, right? I love fun fold cards.
so I
That's
don't
why
know.
I always buy
I'm
the
making a lot of fun.
dice.
We're making a lot of fun folds in July.
Yeah, I love that. I
That's for
love that.
sure.
I look forward to that. So I'm very much amazed at how, those who actually think of, the designs and doing this, it's like,
Yeah,
wow, their minds,
I agree.
highfalutin. like Jennifer
Well,
Maguire.
I
Then,
think there's like the designs. I feel like it would be easy enough to iterate on a design that existed. I don't know, the people
yeah.
I still think, I don't know how they must be very good at puzzles, but like the folks like
Yeah.
Alicia or Kendra who like figure out all the cutting guides. Like
Exactly. It's like, how will
I
you
am
know that
like
this one will
I
fit
am
into
not
that
paper
one?
efficient at all. Like I'm
Exactly.
like, sure, let's cut up 12 by 12. What could go wrong? It's like,
Right?
but
So they can think of like
it's
the
nice.
tiniest bit of paper will go into a certain, a sketch eventually. It's like, huh? How? Right? So I
Yeah,
love. That's why when I see interactive dice, although they're a little bit more expensive than others, I cannot help myself. I really will like, especially if it's like the new one. So with Lawn Fawn, oh my goodness, there was a time I would like just like, oh, they release a new one, I will get it. Okay, or Mama Elephant. Oh my goodness, I was
oh,
like,
those are cute. I don't think I own any on my elephant, but every time I see a card with it, it looks really cool.
yeah, I like their interactive dice really. So, but lately I've stopped because I've like, okay, if I can do it manually now. I will try to do it like so.
Yeah, I don't know. I like
Yeah, like
both. I found that the thing I really like is like I just enjoy cutting up paper. Like I find it really relaxing to just like, so I love those cutting guides for that because it's like I just find it really chill.
exactly. Oh, Cordelia is leaving. Good night,
Have a good night,
Cordelia.
Cordelia.
Have a great night, rest of the night. Thanks for dropping by, my friend.
Well, I guess it's probably later for her anyway. Well, later
Actually,
than me.
for a lot of you guys.
8:30, I guess,
Yes.
on the Eastern
Okay.
Coast.
Yvette's grandson wants to see the kitty. I think Lennox is
Oh,
sleeping,
okay.
right? Is he?
Yeah, he's
Or
right
is he
here.
awake?
So where is his head? There he is. He's sleeping. So
Oh
so
yeah,
this is
I
where
heard
my
him.
scrap area used to be, and now it's the Linux area. So he's
Oh yeah,
sleeping.
he's sleeping. Oh, he likes
He's
sleeping
sleeping
on
and
crafty
dream.
stuff.
He does. He's sleeping and dreaming of Copics, I guess.
Oh wow. He has taste. It's expensive.
But yeah, I don't know. Like it's interesting. He just wants to be around when I'm crafting, which is really
Yeah,
nice.
he wants to be with you. Because, when you're at work all day.
Yeah, that's true. He is.
Mhm.
I do wonder what he does all day, but probably a lot of napping.
Who knows? He's crafting.
That would be funny. I don't know. Like he definitely has preferences in like which crafters he likes watching. I don't
Oh,
know,
really?
like if cats know how to watch. I don't know if he understands TV, but he definitely like has specific crafters that he'll want to be like around when they're crafting, which is funny.
Oh, wow.
It's sort of like it's sort of funny that my cat has taste in like YouTube and crafty stuff, but
We should have like Lennox choice.
like, yeah, lots of Linux approved things, I guess.
Yes. Oh, that would be fun. Okay.
There we go.
It's about 7:36 for you, right? PM. So it's like dinner
Yep,
time.
it is.
Okay.
I ate before the stream, but yeah, it is. I used to do this stream at 6, but then it kind of crowded T a lot because like she would always go live at 5, and like an hour is it's a lot nicer. Well, Shannon and I do that too, where it's like it's nicer to just have 90 minutes because even if you think you're gonna only take an hour, it's it's easy to have something happen and just like not wrap things up as quickly as you like.
I have to learn how to do that. I don't know how to go live stream fast. I
Well,
think
I mean,
my
I don't know. I'm just always impressed that like you can live stream for like hours and hours, and like I feel like I would need a snack eventually.
I don't know. It's just I just got, as I said, crafting is my happy place, and just time. Just I. It's like I am in a warp zone when I'm crafting. I
Oh,
forget
that
about
makes
the
sense.
time. So, but then again, some people they also need to sleep or relax. Oh, this one I haven't finished, so let's not put that one first. I have to finish that one. Okay. So just tell me when, Jay, because if you're done, I'm just basically just, gluing things around. But
Yeah,
yeah, we can
I'm
end if you're done.
no, I've done two. I'll probably just keep working on these, so I'm in no rush.
Okay.
Hi,
So thank you,
Susan.
guys.
Welcome.
Yes,
I
you
didn't
can
see
put
you
us in the
earlier.
background, guys. This is actually also going to help with the watch hours. Thank you so much.
Well, like it's funny because I guess I'll talk. I don't know if Lynn's still here, but like I often watch the and I just cut that wrong. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we will be recutting that. But
Oh
I
no.
don't know. Lynn's done a few like chatty streams, and then, well, I mean, it's really generic paper, so like it works. It doesn't actually need to be like a specific. You know what I mean? Like you don't especially need the sun in it. So I'll just do this, and it's got yellow, so I think it kind of has the same general idea. What do I
So
want?
that's
I
your
probably won't.
second, third card.
This is the third. There are two that are done, and this
Yeah.
is the third one. I just cut the paper
We are
wrong
mass
on.
producing tonight, ladies and gents, in the chat. So I hope that at least you are either eating, okay, having dinner, relaxing, or crafting
Oh,
alongside us.
well, I just
And
did
then
it
if you do
again.
need to go to
Okay.
sleep, that is fine. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I always forget because I'm sure it gets like I forget that I was using the wrong measurement. So let's,
It's
sir.
hard
Oh, that's your
actually,
tail.
to be crafting at the same time, doing the
No,
live.
I mean it's sort of like I always have the like. So I kept thinking this measurement was supposed to be 2 1/8, and it's 1 7/8 because like the mat is 2 1/8. So
Yeah,
if you cut
I
it one and
always
7/8, they're the same. But anyway,
I
it's sort
always
of
do that.
funny.
The only time that I really think I'm like really, really, listening to instructions and stuff is during MCA. Because if it's like,
Oh
if you
yeah.
miss out on one, you're not going to be able to make it, right? It's going to be a totally
Well,
different project.
I still don't. I still haven't mastered the. I think I have a sun sticker, so I can put a sticker on this one. Um, I haven't mastered the art of like remembering to use temporary tape because some people do that all the time, and I think it really works out well for them because it's like even if you have to rip it apart, you're not like destroying your stuff. But I usually am not that
Oh,
prepared. Well,
yeah.
that's not really prepared, but like I'm usually a little more impulsive and just sort of like do stuff.
Okay, with me, I just really rip
That's
it
wrong.
off. There was
Yeah,
one
I did
episode
that.
of ours where we were already showcasing our card, right? So it's the end of the craft. So me and my crafty friends were showing it up. And then,
Yep.
Susan, one of my crafty sisters in the chat, I mean in the episode, she was showing her card. And then she realized, the card opens, for example, the card opens this way, right? But her card was upside
Yep.
down. I think like while she was
Oops.
showing it, she ripped it like that. I was like, we were like, what
Wow.
did you just do? And just replace the base card. It was like, whoa. Everybody was like, oh, good job, Susanna. I could not do that.
Wow.
It's like, oh yeah, she was so brave. Oh, it's only paper. It was like, oh, okay. Right. So
Yeah, but you're
sometimes
still.
she was like, it was really like, she had to rip all some of, but she did it. She's like, okay, it's okay. It's wrong. So what I would have done was to just, cut this part and then adhered it to another card base the proper way. She did. That was so much fun though.
Well, it's funny. Someone reached out to me after when was it? I guess it was last Sunday when I was doing those ice cream cards, and she was like, "Hey, what are you going to do with that card you glued the panel on upside down?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'll probably reglue it or trash it or something." She's like, "Can I have it?" I'm like, "You sure can have
Oh
it. Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
will be. I would. You can have as many of my scrap cards as you want."
Okay, hold on. I think I remember who said that.
I
Was
think it
it?
was D.
I forgot. But Pam was like in the chat. Jay, somebody wants it.
Yeah, that was
We were
awesome.
like in the chat telling you, Jay, don't. Somebody wants it. Hi, Jim. Jim
Hey,
saying
Jim.
hi to Lennox also.
He is here. He is.
Oh, okay.
Now he's sleeping
Miss
sitting
Bell
up,
is
which is
saying she
impressive.
likes shaker cards. You could put catnip in it and see what happens.
You could. Oh, I
But
thought of
it's
you,
okay.
Belle. I got some more pocket card dies, so those are coming soon.
Yeah,
to a
I
stream near
actually
you.
finally got to watch and be on Miss Bell's live stream, but it was like 3 in the morning or almost 4 a.m. But I was supposed to go to sleep already, and then I saw them.
Oh,
She was live, so I was able to chat with the community. Oh, she has a very fun community as well. But it was like when I was watching, and I realized I fell asleep. Sorry about that, Miss Bell. But I'll try to be back when you are, a little bit not too not too late for me, but I do watch your videos and I've been liking them so
I
far.
didn't
Thank
know.
you.
I still don't know when you actually sleep because it's kind of like you're just always around, you know?
No, it's just that lately
Uh,
because there's so many things happening in July, right, Jay, for us.
oh,
So
yeah.
I've been trying to catch up with the videos, with the edited videos. I'm trying to,
Oh,
push it.
that's
So
tough.
lately I've been sleeping at 2, 3 because of the editing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
after work, I'll try to film and edit, and it by the time I know it, it's 3 a.m. So and then I see some of you guys already doing a live stream or something, and say, "Okay, I'll stay a
Yeah.
little bit more and a little bit more." And by the time I know it, it's 6 o'clock. Oh my goodness! I
I
know
forget
you
who I
guys
was
can.
talking to. I was talking to one of my friends who there it was uh it was a situation like that where I was sort of like you're like, "Oh, I guess I have to go to work in like 2 hours." Like, whoops.
Exactly right. So it's like, oh my gosh. So now
But
all my meetings, everything has to be in the afternoon so that I can still sleep in a little bit late. So if I
oh, that
start,
makes sense cuz
yeah,
you do a lot of work. I mean, you do work in person too with your like
yes.
crafty
So
space and everything.
exactly. But since I do basically business, so I can work around my own schedule, right? But then there are
That's
some
nice.
times that I really cannot. So when that happens, I just really need to intentionally, try to go to sleep early or not to have
Yep.
any commitments prior. So, I remember that time where I was supposed to be in Pick, Skip, and Craft.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, ah, 7 o'clock.
Oops.
What's happening? And then I saw, oh my gosh, you guys were rounding up already. Because I slept quite late and I didn't hear oh my gosh, it's upside down.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the alarm. So now when I alarm, it's alarm for maybe 3 times. Okay, 3 different gadgets. Oh, the reason I wasn't able to hear that actually because my son uh
Oh, didn't he turn it off or something?
heard it off. Yes, heard it, and then he thought that it was a mistake, so he turned it off. Everything off.
Oops.
He said, "Oops, I didn't know, mom. Sorry." Oh, it's okay. But then, and that was my first pick, skip, and craft. Lynn makes the most amazing, challenges, so to speak, on a weekly basis. It's different.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know where she finds the time to do all the coordination because I would think, I don't
Yeah,
know.
she's a superwoman.
Although I'm surprised how like coordinating live streams isn't as much of a like pain as I thought it would be. Although I think I'm taking August off from these so I can catch up with some friends. But I don't know. I
Oh,
still have a lot of fun.
live
We're
streams
here.
is easier for me to do than edited videos. I think that takes
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
totally.
more time. But then it's something that we also need to do on top of live streams for real. Okay, so
Well, I
there you
know.
go.
See, I fixed it. Now there's a sun.
Yay! See,
It will
awesome.
hopefully not cut the last card wrong. There, we will hope. But no, I mean I enjoy them a lot, and I don't know. I like this Thursday time slot. I like doing something in the Thursday time slot because it's like that time of the week where I'm just not going to do anything, and I would like to just at least do something creative.
Correct. So this time, this is, remember, Jay, what do I do with this, that I foiled the, what do you call that? I foiled the negative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have this, I have this. So this originally, where's the original cards for this one? Okay, so like this one, right? So these are the negative. Okay, so I will fussy cut them,
Oh, okay.
right? So and then I can put them as, you know, a background decoration for because, so normally there are imperfections on that one, right? So I
Yep.
fussy cut. Okay, so if you are okay with fussy cutting, then this is another option. You can use your the negative of your foils.
I feel like I need to do like a 30-day fussy cutting challenge to just like do it to the point of where it doesn't
Just,
seem like it's an obstacle for things,
yeah, just like
Because
what I
like
did with watercolor, right?
I
It
guess
helped.
yeah. Well, I think some of it is just physically practicing the skill, right? But other parts of it are like I don't know. I think you just get better at it.
You know, for me, it's an exercise for mindfulness, because it's like
Oh, that's true.
you can numb all things because you're just focusing on, you know, repetitive cutting around the different images. So it's again, it it might be the opposite for some. I can't say that it's the same thing for all, because for some it might be a
Well, I
cause
think it
of
feels less
stress.
precious if you do those kind of challenges, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're doing like 50 of them, you're not going to really get hung up on the, oh my God, I fussy cut this one thing and it looks weird.
Hmm. And
I
I'm
guess
sure
that's
that
what
the
I,
recipient will say, "Ha, this is not even. This is thicker than the other." I don't think they would see that. It's just that, you know, us,
I
right?
don't
So
think
we
so.
feel, yeah, we're just too hard on ourselves sometimes. Perfectionism really is a bane. That's why I
Well, and I think
actually,
like looking at everybody else's cards on the internet is like inspirational, but it's also like one of those things I have to be careful with, at least in terms of like you're like, well, my card doesn't look as perfect as Jennifer McGuire's. It's like, well, no, but she made that card 8 times, and by the way, that's also her job. So it's I
yeah.
don't
So
know.
it's like
There's
they
stuff
say,
like that
don't
you have
don't
to.
compare your first few days with somebody else's 10th year, right? So we also need
Oh, that's
to,
a good. That's a
yes,
good way to look
need,
at it.
yes, need to be, you know, mindful of that. And if it's something like watching videos, hopefully the intent is to inspire, and eventually if you don't get inspired by it, okay, then maybe do not watch those video, even if it's maybe mine or somebody else's, because the intent is really to inspire. And if it's not giving you joy, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, don't. In the end, it's we do the thing we do. Like I do crafting, so I tell myself, you know, I'm a solo mom, Jay. I'm a solo parent,
Yep.
and for me, I really intentionally have been, you know, disciplining my children, at the same time giving them all the opportunities, so that I know in time they would probably, most probably, not be with me when they are older. They'll probably work in another country, somewhere else. So I'm sure I'm gonna be alone, because I have
Mm-hmm.
no intention of, you know, remarrying. So it's like, I know that what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna be crafting till the day
Mm-hmm.
I say goodbye. And that is, you know, okay. I feel, as I said, crafting is a blessing. It's really something that gives me joy. That's why I want to keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I want a community that is just, you know, supportive. There's no much drama. There's just, you
It's
know,
really low
supporting each.
drama, really.
Yeah,
I mean, I
really
guess
just,
not all of it, but at least
yeah.
the parts of the craft community I've been part of have been very low.
Yeah,
Like
very
that.
supportive, right?
Yeah.
So I am enjoying and loving that, right? So they don't judge you, you know, even if, yeah, I
And
It's
this
just
one I messed up a little bit. Like I clearly measured this too short, but no one really sees this part of the card, so I just left it as is.
wow. And one
Anyway,
thing I like about the community that I found in you guys is that, as I said, because I don't know if it's an Asian thing. It's like perfectionism is very much there. It's like
yeah.
you need
I
to
mean, I think
always be perfect, do the perfect thing. I don't know. It's like it's not really saying you need to be perfect. They don't do that, but it's like an unwritten rule somewhere,
yeah.
right? So, but with you guys, it's like it's okay. I make a mistake. You guys used to say, "Oh, that's okay. That's fine." And really, I feel the honesty in the comments. So I truly,
So many of
truly
the mistakes,
appreciate
it's
it.
like the mistakes I think I make are probably a lot of the ones you think you make. It's like no one else is ever going to notice that, right? Like, so, you know,
Exactly. For like me in the past, I would never show that, or I would never, put that out. But now, make a mistake. It's okay. That's fine.
well, and I mean,
People
I
will
think
be
it's a whole,
okay.
well, I mean, I think there are, I mean, I don't know. There was, someone had commented on this. I think it was Gina K, but I mean, she's commented on it. It might have been somebody else, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of the like people who crafts expertly all the time was talking about, and they were, legitimately concerned that people didn't understand that like that their crafting that you're witnessing is somebody who has like created this design or interpreted this design and then done it a bunch of times. So like they're doing something they've done a bunch of times. So it's not really fair to like assume that you would do so it would be like perfect the first time. So I don't know. It
Yeah,
was
that's
interesting.
true. Yeah, and that's why
I think it's
so
easy to watch a video and be like, yeah, they just are magical and have animals that clean their craft room. And, like it
yeah.
just always is like,
No,
everything is
that's
well organized all the time.
that's why I think even in social media, people are wary of those videos or creators that always look so perfect, right? So it's like they're not so much relatable anymore, right? Because who can be that perfect, right? I cannot, right? So being just yourself um is okay, right? So we have Dallas in the chat
Yeah, I just
saying,
saw her.
okay,
Hello.
she is fighting with an insurance company. Oh, why is that? I hope everything is fine.
Sound like over PT
Uh,
costs or something. Probably for B and
oh,
her
okay. So
shoulder
that should
thing.
be covered. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. The weird part about my HMO is like physical therapy was always like a free service, which I mean it probably should be for everybody, but like what
Oh,
healthcare charges for and doesn't is just a mystery to me sometimes.
yeah. It's actually different companies, different policies. So I hope you get it fixed, Dallas. Okay. Since I'm live, Jay, can you say Dallas's name the right way?
I say it
Dallas.
Delise,
Okay. See,
but
I always say Dallas, but then I know it should be Dallas. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. So I actually
I'll say
want to say it
Stamper
the
Girl,
right
correct
way.
us if we're both saying your name wrong. I know that
No, I
you.
think
I know
you're
she had
right.
said that.
I think I'm wrong.
I know she had
It's
said it
Dalis.
on one occasion that there was like three or like, and then like so like Delise is like I don't know. I guess there's like Dallas, Delise, and then I want to say there's like actual like the Puerto Rican dialects of Spanish would pronounce it like a whole different way. Anyway,
Oh, okay. So finally, okay.
you're
Stamper
saying
girl. I will just
it
call her
in Spanish.
Stamper girl. Says Lala, you are saying it in Spanish. Oh, maybe because the
Yeah,
Philippines,
I'm not
we
sure.
are more. We have a lot of Spanish influence because we were under the Spanish regime for more than 100 years.
Oh
The
wow.
longest, yes, 100 years. So when you go to the Philippines, you would see a lot of our streets are Spanish. sounding, and then names, even names. Okay, we do have a lot of, especially our like father, grandfathers. They mostly have, Spanish sounding names, and we always have, like, for example, my name, Lala,
Hmm.
right? And then
Yeah.
there's always a second name, and the second name has to be based on a saint for the day. Because
Oh
basically the
wow.
Philippines is a Catholic because of the Spanish influence, right?
Hmm.
Although I'm a Christian, okay, but then it's like the culture. So your first name is whatever name. Normally, Filipinos is like, for example, your dad is Jay and your Lala, and your mom, let's say, name is Lala. So when you have a child, your name gonna name your child Jayla. you know,
Oh, I
they
see.
they always combine the names of the parents. I don't know why it's
Huh.
like that. So it's like we have very, very weird sounding names because they try to, match the names of the parents. And then the
Oh, I
second name,
see.
that's why I'm Lala Marie. Because I think
Okay.
Mary's Day or something when I was born. So others have Maria before their name, or Mary, or Pedro, or something like that. So normally Filipinos have two names all the time. Two to three to four names. Imagine, Jay. How can you write your name? You have to write like four different names for your first name. Whoop,
Yeah, I couldn't remember
whoop.
which culture it was, but someone had mentioned that there was like the people had like five names, and there was sort of like kind of like what you were explaining.
Sorry about
There
the
was sort of
alarm.
like, oh, no worries. There was sort of like a family name, like a family or friend casual name, and then there was like a more formal sort of name that, which was really kind of interesting. I was like, wow, that
Yes, that's very true.
I barely keep track of one name for people like consistently.
Yeah, so it's like for my relatives, they call me Carla or Lala. It's like, huh? How could that be? They just have like pet names for you.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry about that. See, I have so many alarms. I don't know why.
Well, I
See.
don't know. I haven't talked to you in a while, but I've actually scheduled all my crafty stuff like
Mm-hmm.
6 months out. So I'm like experimenting
Wow.
with if that works or not. Like, well, I mean, it wasn't that hard to do because I just sort of said like, well, each month basically has a theme, and like, then there's all the stuff that's around, like,
But you
I
can
don't know.
only set remind up to how many in YouTube? I'm just wondering. How many maximum are you allowed?
Oh, for upcoming events,
Yes. For
I
upcoming
don't
live stream.
think I don't think there's a maximum. I've never heard about a maximum, but I
Really?
only
But I know
schedule a
that,
month at a
yeah,
time.
but for
But
Facebook, I know there is. So be careful with that. One of our friends
yeah.
he got his channel locked out for a while because he
Oh,
like created several or so more than five, I
oh, I
think,
see. Huh.
incoming videos or live
That's
streams.
interesting.
So, but for YouTube, I have no idea. But
Because
if,
I know a lot of
yeah.
people do. I can't think of anyone that I've seen who does more than monthly scheduling though. But you know,
Mm. But you did one whole 6 months? Awesome.
yeah, my Google Calendar is 6 months, so like, I won't have to think about it for a while. But
Wow.
some of that was kind of the kicking off classes thing, where it was like, I should probably figure out like what, because I don't know, the fall is weird because it's like we have Christmas in July and then do like summer things in August again, but then at some point it's going to be fall, and then we're going to like be really surprised when Halloween rolls around. So I don't know, it's always like,
Jay, there's a comment
and
here
then
from
Christmas will
Yvette.
be back.
Yvette says one of her, I think her maiden name is Ayala.
Okay.
Yes, Ayala surname is very influential here in the Philippines. You will find Ayala malls everywhere. There's one
Huh.
near me.
Interesting.
So sure, Yvette, when you say Ayala, you go to the Philippines. Yes, that will be useful, and I will be with you. Oh, she's an Ayala. There you go. Yes. Yes, Ayala is a very famous surname here in the Philippines. They're one of the richest families here, and big companies. They have land, they have malls, they have
Oh wow.
everything. They have museums. Okay, Ron is asking Jay, could you do a short of the cards and put hashtag share love supply hope? Okay, is this the
Oh
one for
sure.
Ron? The one
Yeah.
where I'll send cards? Oh, okay. Okay, Ron, we will do that. I will also
Oh
send you
yeah.
some cards, Ron.
I will. I can definitely make some shorts.
I
The
asked
shorts
my
are
dad.
fun.
So where Yvette was asking his dad, okay, I asked my dad where the money went because they were doing like a family quest. And then they said, okay, where all the money went? It went out to the Philippines. Apparently. Oh my goodness. But it's kind of true, when my maiden name is Lacson. My ex married name is a different one, right?
hmm
So and Lacson is also quite famous here in the Philippines. So when I was in, I think, college, we were doing a fundraising of some sort, and I went to this one company, and then we were asking for solicitation for the event, right? So we were doing a block screening for a movie. I forgot what movie it was, and I was like so shocked that the one who, I was expecting that the one who will talk to me or will answer our letter, it was
hmm
for the organization that I was part of in college. And then it was the actual owner of the company, and then he said, we are doing a reunion, a family reunion of all the Lacson.
Oh wow.
So you're from what Lacson clan? It's like, because are you from the south, are you from the north? So which clan are you? I said, oh, I'm the poor relations. I don't think I'm how I wish I could say I'm part of it, right? So but I'm pretty sure somehow, everybody is related in in a sort of way. But I could have said yes. And we could have probably gotten such a big support. But yeah, really, I think anywhere else, right? So family, somehow that actually is something that a lot of people still, put put what do you call this, importance in. There you go. Yes, yes, Ron. I will get it from Jay. Yes, we make so many cards, right? So, what
We
will we do
do.
with all of these cards? So, I would love, love, love to be part of, your awesome initiative. I actually often do also something like that here. The Philippines, we are composed of 7,100 islands, depending on if it's high tide or low tide. So if it's low tide, we have more than 7,100 islands. But kidding aside, um, we do get a ton of storms on top of being on the Pacific Ring of Fire. So we do
hmm
also, have big, powerful earthquakes. So it's like every year a certain area gets flooded,
Oh
houses
my.
destroyed. It's a yearly thing. That's part of an we used to be called third world, but now it's I think it's there's a more political word for it. I forgot what it is. Anyway, so a growing economy or something that somehow we really don't get the funding that we should be getting for reasons that are you guys might know already. So we try to pull in. So what I do is I rally the community to donate their cards. Okay. And they donate the
Oh cool.
cards. And then I take photos of all the cards. Okay, and then I post them, and then you buy like 7 cards. You can choose, okay, which card, because there have legends, and then if you get 7, you pay for 1,000 for the 7 cards. We send it to you. So all the cards are donated, and then all the proceeds we give to a certain, community, to help them out, at least for the food, buy food, or repair their houses or whatever, So that's what we do. And one year before the pandemic, Sammy Pai, my moderator daughter, actually had this initiative where she also wanted to, because there was a house for stray dogs and cats. So they house them until they find
Oh,
homes
cool.
for them. Got washed out, and my daughter,
Oh
she really
my.
loves cats and dogs. So we also, so part of the funds we also donated to them. And there was even one time where really it was like not just the town, it's like the whole, it's like a province was really flooded, and it was really a terrible thing. That was like few months before the pandemic, and I did another initiative, and I reached out to Jennifer Maguire. I said, if ever the card that she will give, we will auction off. I never in my wildest dream would imagine that she would reply, but she did. She gave us 10 cards,
Oh
and
wow.
those cards were auctioned. We were able to raise, just from her cards, 10,000 pesos, and we gave it to the community in Marikina. And of course, I kept the one card that was what do you call this, addressed to me. That's my
Oh yeah.
souvenir. Right? So that's why I really, really love Jennifer Maguire. On top of being such a very, inspiring artist, really, a trailblazer in our, card making, crafting community. She really has
Yeah,
a
because I
very
mean, she
good.
must have been doing it when YouTube was like very young.
Yes, I think she started 2013, 2014. She and Jada
Okay.
K were the only ones who were like doing it. So really, I never in my wildest dream would have thought that she would answer, because it's a her YouTube channel. I got her email, and then I was just like, maybe because I wanted to raise a lot of money. So
Yeah.
she replied, and
Well, that's good.
give us your address, and then she did. So I was like, up to now, I'm still blown away. So that card is in my craft hub, okay, in our crafty club hub, together with your other cards, with your card, Jay, because
Oh
the
yeah.
first cards I received from you guys, it's
Oh, that's
there.
right. Because we had you won one of the mystery, like one of the mini craft kits.
Yes, the one that I actually wasn't supposed to show, and I opened. It was supposed
I
to
don't
be
know. I
right.
thought it was fun.
So there you go. So that
I
was
don't
a
know.
story.
Eh, I don't know. I think all those like community things are just fun to do. I mean,
Yes.
not necessarily the fundraising element, but like a lot of the
Yeah,
crafty community things. I think people just
exactly.
have a
So
lot of
that's why
fun with.
I said, if I can, it's like paying forward, right? So
Oh
people
yeah.
helped us. So now I also want to, share the blessing in terms of, we create so many cards, right? So like imagine in this episode, how many cards of Jay and I created, right? So
Well, I did
many.
4. I think you did. Well, why don't you give us a walkthrough of all your cards? Because you
Oh,
just,
it's
I'll make
basically
you
just
big.
yeah, okay. So it's basically just the same
That's me.
yeah,
This is
thing,
you. There we
yeah,
go.
thing over and over again. I still have a lot. So you see, again, foiling
Wow.
is something that if you want to do mass production of cards, do foiling. It's so fast and easy. You can finish a card so fast. Okay, why is my
Yeah, I had
table
a
so
friend who just
wonky?
sent me a bunch of the like who was it? Simon Hurley and Spellbinders had a partnership and they had a like a glimmer plate and I think it was T actually who sent me like just this bag of like foiled die cut sentiments because like I guess she was just like doing them one afternoon and it
Yes,
really
right. So
made they were super handy to for
yeah,
that
very,
year's
very
Christmas
true.
cards.
Yeah, so this is okay, so where is that small one?
So the glimmer is kind of set back from the front a little bit on that like it's
This one? That I sorry.
Oh no, I mean I was looking at the card on top. It looks like
Oh yeah.
oh, I'm just looking
So
at it
what I
wrong.
did
Never
was
mind.
there is it's really open. You
Oh,
use
okay.
okay. I
Oh, that's
use
clever.
okay. Hold on. So what I did is, of course, I used all this different dice that I have,
Oh, okay. Yep.
hot foil dice of thanks, different kinds of thanks, right? So the thank you from here, thank you. So the different ones, like thank you. So I looked through my stash and found the ones I like, and this is the background, the the dotted ones. This is for the
Oh, that's cool.
borders if you want, and this is my favorite one, right? So with the background like that. Okay, and then
Yep.
after that, I use just the regular dice for borders, and this is the one I used. So with this,
Oh, okay.
yes, this is an MFT die, which creates an opening or a
Oh, that's
window.
cool.
Okay,
And
for
then you
your
just
card.
put the foil piece on
Yes,
the back.
so you can use
That's a
for
nice
this or
look.
for shaker if you want to create a shaker,
Yep.
right? So there's so many possibilities with it. So just different thank you style sentiments, different foil color. Okay, and then oh, I forgot to stamp this. Okay, but as again I told you, I stamped everything already. So there you go.
Oh, that's
So I
great.
arrange it by different design. So thank you, and then this is a different design. Okay,
That's
so this
awesome
is
though.
the
Then you just
thanks one
always
is
have
like
one.
this one like that. Okay, this
That's
is thank you
cool.
like this one. So they're the same design. So this is thanks, only one. Thank you, grateful, thankful, blessed. Okay, oh, this one is the same as this one. Oh no, different. Thanks. And then you have a little big note. Thank you. Thank you. And then this one is, I tried to cover up the boo boos over there. So thanks. A little big note together with this one. Okay, together. So this one's together. I'm trying to mix it up. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Is this one?
I
Okay,
love the ones with
thankful,
like the
grateful.
zigzag or chevron or whatever that is. Like that
Yeah, this one,
diagonal
right?
stripe
So
pattern are really cool.
yes, that's my favorite, and that is this one. It's Pink Fresh.
Okay.
It's this one. Okay, so basically that is all the cards I created, and then the small ones which I cannot find right now, the small tags. Oh, there, and the small tags.
Oh, those are cute.
Right. So again, very very useful. Thank you so much,
Well, like
Jay.
I created
Yes.
one. Well, I mean, I did a kit that where you had like an A2 and like a small card like that they were thematically the same, and thought it was a really cool look. Like I need to do that for birthdays this year,
Yeah.
because like
Right.
those cards would, like if you're like die cutting a bajillion things anyway, like you probably have leftovers, and you could make little sort of gift cards that.
Exactly.
Oh
Exactly. So
yeah,
that's basically what I do since it's out anyway. So just create. That's why when we are like doing our craft along, sometimes I have the die cuts already. I have the sentiments already because when I
yep.
create, see, I still have extras here, right? So I just put them in baggies. So I have a
Hmm.
bin that says sentiments. I have a bin that says for coloring. I have a bin that says foiled stuff. So stuff like that, right? So I'm sure you're all like that also. We're all the same. Crafty
I
minds think
I
alike.
actually I actually just got storage to keep track of small die cuts like that, so I think it'll be a thing. Because I have a tendency to lose them, and then when you need them again, you're like, "Oh, I have to get out all the dies and do all the thing all over again." But I like having sentiments ready to go.
Exactly. Yes, sentiments
But I
are
can
always something that we always need, right? So whether it be scrapbook, cards, tags, whatever.
Yeah, I can show off the 4 I made. They're
Yeah.
all using the same design, essentially. Now that I did this on the inside with the matting, I kind of wish I had done that with the thanks as well, but anyway. It's fine. But this was all cut basically. All the pattern paper is from a single 12 by 12, and there isn't much of it left after I miscut a couple things. But I like this because it's very efficient for your paper use. And this is only 5 inches wide, so you can cut this out of a 6 by 6 too. And
Wow.
I've seen versions of this where if you have like something kind of like this, but like even more of a scene, like you can really get a kind of a really
That's really
Nice way
nice
to.
that you can actually create a scene, right? And the scene opens up,
Yeah.
right? Awesome.
Yeah, and I didn't decorate anything on the inside, but you do have sort of these inside flaps you could do stuff with if you wanted to. And then you have obviously just your
The
normal
sentiment, yeah.
place to write things. And this one was the one that doesn't have the sun on the inside, so I just used a sticker that matched with this collection. And then these two are basically the same. So
So
I'll
for the
post
cards
some.
that we're supposed to make, Jay, is it supposed to be a certain? Is it always all thank you cards?
I think Ron was looking for thank you cards
Okay,
particularly, but
okay.
like I don't know.
That's
I
great
think
because thank you cards are. I have a lot of. These are just the foil, Jay.
yeah.
I have not gone through the stamps, the die cuts for
Yeah.
thanks. You remember I love thanks, so I do have a lot of those also. So this
Do you
is
have
just the
anything?
foil.
Do you have anything coming up that folks would be interested in hearing about? I know that
Oh
you
yeah,
mentioned
thank
that
you,
you
thank
have
you.
some big plans for August and some other things.
Yes, so for the month of July, okay, so let's do this first. So for the month of July, I will be of course there's KCC 15 which we are so excited about. So many videos coming out for July for that. Of course, I'll do my regular live streams which is every Saturday 8 p.m. Philippine time. So that's about 7 a.m. for you guys, or even 6 or even 5 for most of you. So, absolutely, probably you would be able to watch on replay, and that's absolutely fine. I do put out several videos every now and then, and of course, create my food candy, shorts, which I actually also I am a sweet tooth. That's why. Also, I do have my conversations with Lala. I'm just fixing all the schedules with all the guests. It's actually they're okay. It's my schedule that is a little bit off. So I'm trying to finish scheduling that off also for July. And of course, in August, I return with my SIDA or craft every day in August, like what I did in April. So there you go, Jay. Thank you so much again, Jay, for having me. And it was so much fun to be with you all guys also in the chat. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you. I guess I don't have anything super new. Well, that's not true. So next month on the 7th, I'm going to be doing my first class ever, which will be free for everybody and will be here and also on my Facebook. So that will be a Christmas in July thing because I like Christmas in July, and we're going to be doing. And next month is going to be very Christmassy, and next month starts in like
Yay.
in only days. But all the normal live streams continue. So there will be a lot of people, including Lala, dropping by on Thursdays at this time slot just to craft Christmas stuff with me. And there will
Yay.
be
Oh,
there's
there.
an
Happy
exciting
Christmas.
yeah. And Lynn's group is running an exciting challenge that I'm coordinating. So that'll be I
Oh,
won't
yes,
say what it
Jay.
is yet, but it's coming soon.
Yes, Jay, sorry. Can
Hmm.
I also for
Oh
this
yeah.
Saturday MCA, okay? If you are not
Oh,
part
that's right.
yet of Lynn's group, it's on Fun Crafty Friends of LV Handcrafted. Oh my gosh, I think that's wrong again. Fun Crafting Fun Crafty Friends with LV Hand. Is that correct, Jay? Anyways, it's Mystery Craft a long day this Saturday, guys. So please, I hope that you join us there as well. So that's it, Jay. Thank you.
Oh, no problem at all. And let me see. I think that I will just say goodnight to you all then. So thanks everybody for coming. Thank you, Lala. Looking forward to seeing you in July. I think I'm on your channel in July too. No, I'm on
Yes.
ECR's in July. I might be on your
Mm-mm.
channel in July.
Yes.
I may be on everybody's channel in July because July is such
I'm
a
just waiting for your
heavy
availability,
work.
Jay.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks guys. I appreciate it. And we will talk to you whenever I find my outro. Here we go. Now we will talk to you next time. Have a good one.
Bye. Have a